Alright guys, so I've had some of you ask me if I do Doordash for a living, how much I make a week, or all that kind of stuff. I do not do it for a living. Right now I'm in a front end loader. This is what I do most of the day. I load trucks. There's a couple front end loaders in front of me, all three different kinds. So yeah, Doordash is not my main job. It's just a little side hustle, something I do just for bike parts or just to have the bike pay for itself. So what I'm doing with the Doordash is this. I figure, you know, I'm averaging right around 200 bucks a week. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks. I could probably make more. I've been having to turn down a lot of pizza orders. There goes another front end loader. I used to work over here in this ag mill over here. I worked over there for 3 years. I changed positions this side so that, oh, here comes the trucker now. So that way I get better hours. So my hours are now 4 a.m. to noon. So I'm off at noon. So that gives me time to go out and Doordash, do whatever I want to do, you know, have a good time, ride and get paid. I mean, why not, right? That's what I keep saying. If you're gonna ride, might as well get paid for it. On top of that, so I'll just watch this truck. But on top of that, the bike's gonna pay for itself in the long run. So the way I see it is this, you know, if I make 200 bucks in a week, it's 800 bucks in a month. And supposed to I paid $23.07 out the door for that bike. So 3 months, it pays for itself. So I mean, if you try to say you can't afford the bike, you can't afford not to have the bike, honestly. It's going to pay for itself, and then it's also going to pay for its own parts. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm at 400 bucks now. I've almost got enough for the exhaust, the hot what's it called, hot laps is what I'm looking at right now. So I'm looking at the hot laps exhaust. I'm looking at the, what is it, MNN THBX or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's the intake, and they got a jet set. I guess the jet's set comes with one just for the intake and just for the and for the intake and exhaust, so it fits for both of them. So what this guy's doing right here, he's just coming in right here. He's getting his lightweight. There's a scale over there. It's coming in at 38.28. So at the end of it, I'm gonna load up his pub, the back one over here, to 38 to 39,000, and then total weight 100,505 pounds, or 105,500 pounds. We just call it 105.5. That's the top they can get in Washington State. So we try to get him just over 105. Anything over 105 is good. So come over here real quick. He's gonna circle back around. I'm gonna load him up over here, and then when I'm done loading him up over here, I'll top him off over there. Just to get, I get a rough weight here. Try to get him where I think he's close to it, and then over there I'll top him off to exactly where he needs to be at. So this is what I'm doing today. But other days we'll be running these stackers right here. So the stacker's gonna come up here, and it'll drop the rock off onto there. But it comes from over here. It goes all the way down and it goes to the barge. Some days we're working the barge, and we're working out here, and we're we got to use the crane to get pick the loader up, put it on the barge, take it off the barge, put fuel on, all that good stuff. So yeah, Doordash isn't my main job. I mean, I don't think I could survive with my hobbies even with just doing that, but it's supporting the hobby that I have now, and it's making it to where everything is pretty much free just for having fun. But yeah, I'm just gonna, or I don't know, I guess I'll just finish this one off. You guys can stop watching right here if you want to know, if you want to stop. But I'm just gonna load this truck up real quick. Try to keep the rock in the front and try to keep it centered. It's kind of bumpy, so if it's jumping around you, you know how I feel. It's a little bit worse. What we try not to do is try not to spin your tires, because you spin your tires, it makes bumps, and even little bumps make this thing bounce. So that's not fun to be in this thing when it's bouncing too much. I mean, it's going to bounce some no matter what, but you try to limit it. So this guy's going to get 2 in the front, and then 1.5 in the back. And this guy different trucks get different weights, and different drivers like to do different things. This guy right here, he's gonna lift up this trailer, his pub, in the back. Once I give him the first load, or the first bucket I should say. After that, he's gonna lift it up. So right now it's flat, but he's gonna lift it up, tilt it that way, and then he's gonna let me know when he wants to be done, because he has a scale inside of his truck. And so I usually don't have to top this guy's pub off at the end of it. He usually gets his weight pretty close. This guy's pretty good. A lot of the other guys are not good. Some of them, they don't even lift their thing up at all, so you just gotta visually do it. And I mean, you do this for so long, it just becomes second nature. And you also know who's who by their truck number, or just by looking at them. I first learned all of them by the truck number, but I'm a numbers guy. I love numbers, math, college algebra, trade, calculus, all that. But a lot of the other guys, they don't like numbers, so they started asking them what's their names. Once I got to know their names, it's actually easier that way, but I still know them by numbers. This guy's 6811. His name is Roger. See how it's up now, and I'm just gonna put it in to where I think it's pretty close. That's pretty close. I'm just gonna shake it a little bit, and he's gonna tell me when to stop. I'm not sure if you guys can see under there. It's getting pretty close here. There it goes. So if you overload them, then they got to come back around. They got to dump it all off here. So you really don't want to do that. It's a waste of their time and a waste of mine. Then I got to reload them up again. It happens every now and then. It just is what it is. And when we're topping off, we try to get this rock right here instead of the fines over here, because it's easier to do it with the rocks than it is with the fines. Because the fines, sometimes they clump together, and we try to dump it. Instead of dump like 100, 200 pounds, you can dump 1,000 pounds in an instant. And we don't want that. And that's another thing too, is why I like the Navi, is like, I'm always in all this high-vis gear anyways. You know, everybody out here has to wear it. Level 3 high-vis, so when I saw the Honda Navi in that grasshopper green, I mean, come on. It just fits me, you know what I mean? I love that thing. Love the color too. It's just off though. Kind of wish it was just a high-vis green. I was thinking about painting it, but I like the stickers on it. So I'm not sure where to get more stickers. If anybody else knows, hit me up in the comment section. So this guy's at 101-ish. Get him up to 105. I'm not sure if you guys can see those numbers right there. That one's gonna be close but short. That should be it. Bam, good to go. So he gives me the hand, 105, 240, good to go. And that's that. That's what I do for, that's all I'm doing today, is just loading trucks. But again, there's a bunch of other stuff we do, but this is my regular job. Doordash is not my number one. Thanks for watching.